Send
That
me
was
on
a
there.
Dark Harvest gin I tried out one day.
Oh
And
shit. We'll take a look at it after this VOD. I'll
sure,
show
sure.
everybody.
The oath has been taken.
So your lane facing in Swain was actually really good. You dominated him, right? You found a
Mhm.
lot of ways to combo and kill him. And like you being able to E forward like this, like you dealt so much damage.
Yeah, it was like 90% of his health.
Now, on this, you know for sure that you can kill him, right?
Mhm.
So right here, before flashing onto like one, dodge to the side of that E, wait for it to come back, and then flash on him, right? Because he has no flash right now. You have all the time in the world to go for this play. So I'm gonna break it down. So right here, you got hit by the slow, and then you flash forward, right? Your E's not up. If you waited, you go down, wait for the E to dodge, and then you flash on him and do your auto attack W into your E and just kill him. Then I don't think you even take turret shots because he probably still runs straight back, right?
Right.
And even if he runs into turret, you probably just take one turret shot and then you get out, right?
Right.
Yeah, because you end up taking two turret shots there that you just didn't need to. Just because you one you could have flashed under him too to dodge it, and that could have been fine.
Mhm.
But you
Yeah,
flashed
and
in the direction of your E, and something I'm noticing with you in general is that you're just like you're not looking to dodge these skill shots. You're not keeping track of, Swain probably has this up. When I approach this trade, I need to look to dodge this.
Mhm.
That was true on the dive as well, right? So let's get forward to this. Because this was really good. And let's skip forward to when Graves killed you, I think. So here, we should look for a 100-0 dive, right? Alright, let's go over the combo. Auto attack. W. Ulti. Look to dodge his E. Look to dodge your E forward. Use your Q. Use your second E. And get auto attacks in between. So, one, you just led with your W. Auto attack before the W. That's going to get you an extra auto attack.
Right.
In terms of damage. Also, you need to use your ulti right after the W. That way you can start charging up your Fury again. Because in total, you want 3 empowered abilities here. You don't want just 2. So, auto attack, W, ulti instantly, because your W Fury would have been spent by then. That way you can start building back your Fury. That way you can get 3 empowered abilities here. With your second E as well. So, you ultied while not in the W animation, so it ends up wasting an animation where you could be using your E. You should either flash this E to dodge it, or you need to E and dodge it. Honestly, before I used my Q, I would just E forward. And dodge his E, and then look to dodge. Yeah, just go through here diagonally, dodge it. And if you had gone both your E's, or whatever, it wouldn't have mattered. He would have died anyways. Even with the Sirocco ultimate. Although Sirocco ulti, the fact that she has hit 6 there, that's pretty unlucky. But other than that, the dive, it was a good call. And it was good that you went for it, and I'm glad that you went for it. Because when you go aggressive like that, and when you go for the big play, the play that you know that can be made, but requires good precision, we can learn a lot from those kind of things, right? And with your team significantly far behind, you want to get something back, right? Now, you end up getting full Bork here, which is pretty good, and you end up snowballing with that. So, let's take a look at down here. This was a really good play. So again, I want you to ulti early and actually kite out in the brush until you get 50 Fury.
Okay.
Or until you get almost to 50 Fury and then auto attack W, and the auto attack will give you 50 Fury. That way you can get the full burst onto the Talon, right? Right here, you didn't have to use your second E. You could have just backed out. You could just backed up away from Swain, right?
Yeah, I thought the his ulti still collapsed.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right. You would think it would, right? Because that's usually how it works, but...
Yeah, usually
I guess...
you cast something and it does its whole thing.
Yeah, but then you got 50 Fury back from your ultimate anyways, and you got the one shot. And so I was telling you, Swain, stay 14 seconds, you know, keep shoving. Get that plate. Got Derek Warhammer, get back to lane. So every time that Swain uses his E and W to farm, these are opportunities that we need to look to try to punish if he walks anywhere close. If we can double E on him into a W for even just a little bit damage, that would be enough to warrant shoving in the wave and looking to dive, right? So right here, we actually set up a really good kill with Vi. We burned the guy's ulti, we backed out. And Vi just walked up, E back in, got a kill. I wouldn't use Fury here. I would just, you know, hold on to the Fury, which actually makes a difference. You remember what happens next?
Yep.
Because I mean, honestly, we could have killed the guy here.
He was just being really patient, I guess. But I saw him flash on the
All right.
bottom.
So
there.
let's go over your combo here.
Okay.
Auto attack into W into your ultimate to recharge your Fury. That way you can get an empowered Q here as well. So when we walk in, we know he's here. Auto attack W, don't just W. So remember, get that extra auto attack in. You gotta make sure that you ignite early into the trade as well. Also, when you use your W, make sure you use your ultimate. It's really important. And you use your E too early. You should use your E to stick onto your opponent. Because right here, you already know that you kill him straight up, right? Use your E to stick, not just for damage. So when you're in an all-in that you win, don't waste your dash. You know, use your dash, not for the damage, but to stick as a gap closer. Now, if it's a really close all-in and you need both those dashes to hit, you know, do it.
Spam that button.
But do it right at the end. You know, do it to burst down. Don't do it to, you know, just for damage. You know, right there. Right. Because you end up eating down here, and he ultied and put himself the opposite direction. You wake up my bird. A second. Morning, Zazu. Morning, birdie. So, this should have been a kill. And it should have been to start off like an insane snowball, right? But then we made a couple mistakes. We gave a few shutdowns that we just shouldn't. Like right here. I mean... Oh, whoops. I mean, we see Talon and MF and Graves. And we just go in on the Talon here. We don't have ulti, we don't have ignite, we don't have flash. Even if we get our full combo on him here, we don't even kill him. You know? Yeah. Like, we should just, like, double E out here and just, you know, cut back with Victor. So we did this a couple times where we got a huge lead, and then we kind of just walked up and died. The only thing here is, like, you gotta keep track of your own cooldowns too. Like, when your shit's down, man, you gotta wait out and wait until your ulti and everything's back up. You gotta wait until it's a surefire thing where you can get yourself some kills, because right there you didn't even have Fury.
Yeah, and I think I had a bunch of gold also.
Yeah, so I mean, look at this. Their bot lane's 0-4 right now, right? Now MF didn't get that kill. The Graves got it, right? So you got a big shutdown. But the MF gets a lot of experience. She gets the assist gold. You know, she starts coming back in this game and ends up carrying later, right?
Right. Oh, she went armor pen. I didn't notice that either.
And she went lethality.
Or lethality, yeah.
Yeah, so you end up burning both their sums here, which is really good.
Both sums for an E and W, pretty good.
Yep. Well, I think it was your Yomo's proc too, but yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
that's like nothing. So right here, you need to ping your team back and just let them kite out the dragon. So right here, you need to make a decision. Right now, you need to either A, just walk down straight up to the dragon after shoving this in, and then I'll naturally shove back. Or, when I saw you take this wave, I knew it was too late for you to walk down a dragon. So I was like, okay, you know, stay forward. So keeping track of the dragon timer and being there when you do have an advantage, because you have flash too, right? You could shove out mid and be in a position to help here, like after this previous wave.
Head straight to mid and then either join the dragon or
Yeah. Right here, I would head straight mid, push mid, flank the dragon play. Pushing mid forces someone to rotate here and cover, and then you flank the remaining teammates with you, Vi, Nautilus. You guys have tons of engage, along with that Callisto ulti, right? The fact that you weren't at this dragon fight ends up being really bad, because your team commits without you being there, and they just end up dying. So put yourself in position where you're still pressuring, but can also commit to a flank by being close enough. Especially since you're Ignite user, you're not TP. Now, if you can TP flank, that's different. You can stay topside, right?
Right.
But since you have Ignite, you should be mid. So here, you end up trading, like, the dragon. Your team goes for it. Your whole team, just walks in and tanks the entire MF ult, which I saw happen multiple times. I guess MF's broken in the CLO because no one dodges it. Yeah, I guess they had a ward on you. Yeah, they had a ward on you. Yeah, backing up. And now you're going towards that stance. Right now, you have 154 CS in 19 minutes. Keep this in mind. You're splitting bot. And this is another huge mistake. And it wasn't decision making, right? As far as like the macro, like you're in the right position. You should be splitting bot. Like Callista shouldn't be here. She should have gone topside. Yeah, as for sure. Like you should maybe ping her back one more time. I don't know. Yeah, but either way, just taking her farm should send her a message, right? Right here, when you see the MF walking up like this, you should be backing off. You need to react to people appearing on your screen a little bit faster. And then here, if you flash W ulti, you stop her ulti instantly, which allows you and Callista to survive a little bit longer, and you get to one-shot the MF. But you E into her, so it takes a little bit longer. You don't ulti, you don't ignite her. And instead of this being like a pretty decent play, you killing the MF, you're trading 1-for-1 and burning a few ultimates. And while your team has pressure mid, you guys end up getting nothing.
Yeah.
So that's just like mechanically, man. Like you gotta like react to one, back off when you see an MF come up. Just like E back, you know. because no one's covering mid, like no one's opposing the mid. You back off when they came after you. Your team gets a lot mid for free. You gotta keep track of these people, man. And then from here, this is just tragic from here. Right. Yeah, everything is just like everyone's crushing it, right? Against you. So right here, we should go straight back towards bottom. The Callista's heading mid, right? You should go straight back towards bottom. You shouldn't head mid with Callista. This is kind of troll. Because Callista started covering, right? Alright. Now. What's the best plan? Like, you taking a look at the situation now, what's your best plan of attack?
Hit the Swain.
E onto Swain. Use him to be able to flash onto the Soraka. Do your full combo, put your full load in her. Destroy her. And then you flank the rest of their team. As that becomes easy. But what you end up doing, you flash into her silence, you get rooted. Now you can't stick to nobody. You have to use your W into the ulted Swain, who's really who's got a lot of HP here.
Yeah.
And then you E forward to hit the Graves. If you're gonna go after the Graves, E forward and hit the Graves first. Don't W the Swain. And then it's just the mechanics, man. Now, if you split, you can keep it simple. You can keep it 1 or 2 people. But if you have team fights where it's like 3 to 5 people in a fight, shit can get pretty hectic, man. And how many games do you think you have on RENEKTON overall?
Like this season?
Oh, I mean just overall.
Oh, well, since season 2. I don't know, I used to play him a lot, but like, I think like 60 or 80 this season.
You've been a 6-year AD?
Like 60 or 80 games.
Oh, 60 or 80 games for RENEKTON overall? Okay.
Well, just this year. I have no idea how,
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
8 years deep.
Yeah. Like, we just need to learn how to get onto those priority targets and learn to take different approaches to these fights. And it's going to make you infinitely more effective. So, I mean, the flash into this rock ult was really bad. Look to always, like, flank behind, get to their backline. Find an angle to their backline. Look for that. It was there. We saw it on SWAIN when we take a look back at the replay.
Yep.
We see it here. Definitely don't want to flash into the E. That's the worst possible thing. You just saw this Talon, man. But, like, Talon, he just eased over the wall anyways, right? Even if you didn't flash into Rocky, he probably still got away.
Right.
Because you can't flash E and then do your W before he gets that hop over. Yeah, that's up screwing you over. Alright, let's run back.
Okay.
Your lane phase was pretty good, man. I saw you showed me that level 2 potential against SWAIN. That was really good. Now we just gotta take the next level as far as decision making in the mid to late game, right?
Right.
Because if you fuck up, like, you can get a lead in lane with RENEKTON consistently, but making the proper decisions after that to put maximum amount of pressure. That's what's going to allow you to climb.